Welcome, and you tuned in to another edition of Homage Speaks. For what homages do, homages paid, and right now we have to talk about the gift that keeps on giving, and that's the LeBron James fans, his fan base, and the notion that he is the king, supreme leader basketball team. We have to talk about it right now. It's time to go deep. Hey man, I have to tell the truth. In situations like this, it is your job. If you coming to be the peacemaker, you either coming to be the hammer or you coming to be the nail. And in LeBron James' situation, he was coming to be the nail. He was trying to diffuse the situation. So what you do when you're trying to diffuse the situation is you grab your guy and you get him out of harm's way. And that's exactly what LeBron James did. I am not going to allow the media to get a hold of this thing tomorrow and decipher your minds. Y'all know what y'all saw. He came and grabbed Chris Paul first. That is not what you do when you're preaching brotherhood and that's your brother in a fight. We came together, we rode in the same car, we fight together, and if you got a problem with what I did after the fact, then we'll have our discussion. But when we in the battle, you come roll with me. You trying to tell me that Rondo was wrong. Yes, he spit in Chris Paul's face. Chris Paul reacted accordingly. Bush the man, punches were thrown, fight was broken up. That's how that was supposed to ensue. But what was not supposed to happen was LeBron James, the leader of the Los Angeles Lakers, the same guy who the night before said when you fall, you wait on your brother to pick you up. So that goes in the same context. When you get into a fight, when you get into an altercation, you are supposed to be rallied behind by your teammates, which are your brothers. Now, if your alliance is with Chris Paul, then what you do is you get in Chris Paul's face and you let Chris Paul know, not today. This is not what we gonna do today. I would not be walking away, have my arm around you, and I'm supposed to be leading these group of men. We are supposed to be brothers. But hey, I understand where LeBron James came from. It's y'all who don't get it. His alliance is with his friends and with his brothers. Kyrie tried to tell you last year when Dwayne Wade came to from the Chicago Bulls and he came to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Everything that LeBron James has been preaching, as far as being a friend, being a brother, and everything went out the window once the Cleveland Cavaliers saw what his real friendships with his real brothers looked like. D Wade shook up the entire room, messed up J.R. Smith. I'm talking about J.R. Smith was bro. J.R. Smith was bro. He didn't even get a chance to compete for his starting spot. When bro came in, when big bro came in, LeBron said, hey, he starts. Period, point blank. That's just what it is. I cannot have a team. We cannot be in a select group and we're going against my cousin. Let's just say for the sake of the argument, we're going against the cousin. My cousin know what time it is. We gonna diffuse this because ain't nobody scrapping. That's what we finna do. If I got an alliance with you and this D and I have an alliance with D, you know what? Ain't nobody scrapping. But what I would not do is walk away with my cousin when I'm supposed to be in support of my friends and my teammates. That's not what's about to happen. I'll talk to my cousin later and we'll address that situation accordingly. What LeBron James did may have just lost the entire basketball team for the entire season because now all of that sense of entitlement that LeBron James had, that goes out the window. And I have no problem, again, with not addressing what happened. So let's be clear. So for those who are watching and listening, don't misconstrue what I'm saying. Rondo was wrong. He spit in Chris Paul's face. Chris Paul punched him. Rondo punched him. Chris Paul punched him. That's how this thing was supposed to go. That's not the issue here. I'm talking about the leader of the basketball team, the leader of men who's supposed to be LeBron James. He walked over and he was supposed to diffuse the situation, which is what I believe he did. He diffused the situation with what he's supposed to do. Hey, Melo, get your mans. James Harden, get your mans. I'm getting my mans, and we gonna do this the right way. I'm riding with my team. These are my young bulls, and I'm the man right now. I got a problem with you dealing with them accordingly. So let me handle them, and I'm gonna handle you later. LeBron James just lost the entire basketball team. And if you think those young bulls are going to follow him, same thing the Cavaliers dealt with last season. When Dwayne Wade came to the roster, I saw what my real friend, what a real friendship to the man who's been preaching brotherhood and friendship really looks like as it pertains to him and how he views things. So now the Lakers have seen it, it is over with. The locker room is gone. Those are young guys. They have to have a moment of LeBron James has been hyped up by the media, and respectfully so, has earned the right as the best basketball player in the world. I still believe that's Kevin Durant and Anthony Davis did himself, but that's neither here nor there. What LeBron James has to do now in years 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 is prove that he's the guy in late game situations that can pull us out of the storm. He has to prove that he's the guy that's going to ride with me and die with me. He has to prove these things to these guys. That's what he has to do now. And in order for him to do that, every time it is an example for him to build that relationship with those new set of guys, he has to do that. We all understand. Chris Paul is his real guy outside of basketball. Melo is his guy outside of basketball. Chris Paul is his friend outside of basketball. I understand that. No problem with that. So, if you don't want no issue with me, if you don't want no issue with my team, Chris Paul, I'm checking you right there. Hey, bro, you tripping, and we gonna move this. I'm not gonna be walking around here talking to you, got my arm around you, trying to make sure you okay, when my young boys over here confused looking at me like I'm crazy. I can't do that. But to LeBron James' defense, this is what he's always been. Y'all just having a hard time accepting it. I've been seeing this. My job is to tell you the truth. And right now, I'm just speaking on the truth. Y'all have to understand what's going on here. I have no problem with Chris Paul's reaction. Chris Paul got spit on. We all know man law. If you spit on me, we scrap it. No point, no argument about that. But what LeBron James was supposed to do after the scrap took heat, I'm getting my guys. If I don't want no scrap, I don't want no fighting, I'm getting my guys, which is the Los Angeles Lakers, out of the situation. I'm not grabbing my real guy, which is Chris Paul, and getting him out of the situation, which is what he really did. And y'all have to see it for what it is. LeBron James' leadership is going to continue to get exposed. The longer LeBron James play the game of basketball, the more he's going to get exposed, because it's all about wins, losses. The score was 109, 108. Tempers was flaring. This was the time that the leader is supposed to rally the troops. Rally the troops. And let's go get this win. I want it like this. I want them mad. I want them upset. Because right now, what y'all finna do is y'all finna give me the ball and we finna run them out the gym. That's what the reaction of the natural born leaders do. That's the reaction of the natural born killers do. That's what they do on the court. But no, LeBron James, when he befriended his guy, look at this situation. Look at the situation. Brandon Ingram was clearly upset because James Harden hit him with the chicken wing and laid him up. I say lay machine. I say lay machine. And won. That's what it should have been. They was arguing that Brandon Ingram obviously didn't like the call, rightfully so. He got pushed out the way. How was that a blocking foul and he got pushed out the way? It's either an offensive foul or no call, lay me. That's what it should have been. Brandon Ingram was upset with that. Now Rondo and Chris Paul, who obviously had bad blood over the years, they come toe to toe, and we know Rondo ain't that kind of guy. He's not a play leader. If you come and he on your team, he ride with you. That's just what it is. We all done play sports. We all done play ball. Hey, man, if your teammate say foul, whether he right or wrong, foul. That's what it is. That's just what it is. LeBron James came over there to play peacemaker. His job was to make peace with his team, not to make peace with his team, if you get what I'm saying. And with that being said, this marks another edition of Homage Speaks.